Alright guys, this video is going to be, oh my god, I'm so exhausted. This video is going to be kind of long, and I want to talk about two things in MK Mobile that need attention as soon as possible, because I will be talking from the veteran perspective, but I reckon the second part of the video with the second point, everyone will agree. So, first thing I want to mention guys, the Crypt Elder mode is great. The drops are insane. I have been farming the crypt so long, and if I go to the crypt store, probably going to see something weird. I've said that I farmed it for so long, and yet I haven't unlocked the Tsukunogami Dragonfire or whatever, and I have only 39 hearts. And there is explanation for this. I don't even know when I'm going to open this. Because I don't care whether I have this piece max or not, but probably I'm just going to force myself not to spend the 6,000 dragon crystals on this. Because this is insane. It's absolutely insane. For veterans, again, for veterans. If you can afford to open this and you don't care about this equipment, or you don't care about this equipment, or you don't care about anybody in the crypt store, I would advise you to open this so that you can get dragon crystals. Because dragon crystals are super useful. But anyways, what I was saying is that I haven't bought this Demon Fire, sorry, because I don't need it that much, and I would rather stick to Dragon Crystals. Now, the reason why I'm making this video, once again, the two things that have to be changed with immediate effect. The first thing is, this game has lost the balance between the game modes, in the sense that there is a game mode that is almost dead, which is Faction Wars, literally pointless game mode in terms of rewards. It's horrible in terms of rewards, especially if you want to get the biggest rewards in terms of Dragon Crystals and guaranteed diamond, which is not even guaranteed, I believe, even if you rank as a legend, which means that you have to play a lot in order to rank as a legend. Look at this. I still have 20% chance to get a gold card, so I should be playing for tens of hours, if not more, in order to rank as legend. I need to have very good collection, because if I don't have very good collection, I cannot do that in the first place. And then I get nothing. Seriously, this is ridiculous. 20 dragon crystals. That's nothing. So this thing badly needs a rework. Those rewards are laughable. They have to be reworked. So much about quick faction wars, it's bad. Next thing, it's towers. Towers used to be good, and they're actually still good. But after the new buff of the Elder Crypt thing, towers are pointless to me. I reckon that even if a player, let's say there is a season that allows you to grind Elder Crypt, in the sense that you can assemble a team that do X-rays. For instance, with Hellspawn, Scorpion, Luke Kane, and somebody else, and you can easily assemble a team to do X-rays. In this particular case, you cannot really do that because I have extremely pay-to-win gear that allows me to start with X-ray on these characters and stuff. But imagine that the season is good for you, and you can do X2 bonus, Luke Kane, and do X-ray team. Then there is no reason, no motivation for you to do towers, because you'll be able to spam the crypt over and over and over again and get those exceptional rewards. Look at this. I literally have 57 fusion up cards for goats. It's insane. I get on average, actually probably one or two every run. Probably 1.5, something like this. I don't even keep track of how many runs I did. I know there are a lot. Fusion up cards, I spent about 5 or 6 of them, so I farmed like in total 7. There is no diamond, but I did improve my collection. I spent 7 or 8 fusion up cards. You can see that Noob Cybot is fusion 9, mainly because of this. MK1 Shine is fusion 6 and MK1 Kenshi is fusion 5 because of the fusion up cards. They're so good. Also, this thing helped. The 67 packs, this helped a lot with the fusions. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that Crypt gives you everything. It gives you a fusion up cards so that you can upgrade what you want. You can go into the Crypt store, you can buy whoever you want. You can go here and test your luck and get additional gear, plus keys, plus souls, plus dragon crystals. And you can get a lot of dragon crystals just by farming Crypt and getting everything done with the Dragon S. So at the end of the day, for a veteran player like me, Tower of Horror, just complete X. It's worthless. It's complete waste of time. Nightmare Tower is complete waste of time. The only thing worth doing in terms of rewards is the Crypt. So the balance in this game when it comes to rewards, end game, is totally destroyed. And it's not about only endgame. I mean, Faction Wars is so bad that you'll never consider doing it after probably 1 month in the game. You'll do it in the beginning just to get some coins, just to get some something to get you going, like a few gold characters, and that's it. After that, you just have to focus on towers, which is going to be significantly easier now that you're going to have cameos. And yeah, but once you can afford, you have strong enough collection to brute force Elder Crypt, then you're good. You just have to do Elder Crypt because the rewards are unmatchable, unmatched compared to the other 2 towers, and compared to Faction Wars, especially Faction Wars. So currently we have Crypt, which is here. Towers are kind of here, and Faction Wars is, you cannot even see it. It's that low. It's scratching the bottom. So yeah, they have to do something about it. I want to see towers buffed. I want to see Faction Wars completely buffed to the skies, because it's super bad. It is bad. So that's the first thing that I believe they have to they have to fix. I don't want to see people just playing Crypt all the time, people like me. If you're talking about rewards, only Crypt all the time, and then nothing else. It just gets, you get to a point where you just burn out. Currently I'm completely burned out. I just want to get myself some rest from the Crypt. I hate it. So yeah. And this leads me to the next thing, the cameo system. I said it once the cameos were released, but I missed this part of the picture. I still consider cameos as a good addition to the game. I still like cameos. However, the system, how it is done now, on how you obtain cameos and how you progress their fusion, has to be reworked or made cheaper and faster. There is no point of charging 15 Dragon Crystals for pack that contains a character that you can play, like a real character, and 15 Dragon Crystals that contain cameo that has 1 attack every 30 seconds or so. Cameos pack should be cheaper. On top of that, cameos should have a way to progress their fusions without opening packs. So in a way, something like fusion cards for them. That again should be easier to drop, especially for the GOATS one. Because this is the result of probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 days brutal grind in the Crypt. I farm in the Crypt on average something like 200 Dragon Crystals per day. I farm a lot. Once again, I don't do anything else. I don't do a single second of towers. I don't do a single second of Faction Wars. I'm only focused on the Crypt to get Dragon Crystals so I can spend on this pack for cameos. And this is my collection after all this grind. It's insane. Look at this. My collection is great. And look at the remainder of... Look at how much more I have to grind just to unlock every single card. And there is only one card at Fusion 5, which is the Nimble Reptile card. But it's kind of pointless because even at Fusion 10, he cannot have higher haste than MK1 Kenshi, for instance. MK1 Kenshi is a good cameo, by the way. He's pretty useful. So I would really hope after this eventual patch is going to fix the problem and they're going to become easier to get, hopefully. Or I really hope they're going to make them easier to get, not just easier to progress the skills. So I really hope that at some point, if not this week or next week, they're going to reduce the price of this pack and make sure that cameos are easier to obtain and fuse up. Because at this point, at this rate, it's crazy. This is the result after I grinded my ass for about a week. I spent every single Dragon Crystal on cameos. Now imagine if a player cannot really grind like me. Wow, I don't even have a fusion or single diamond card. It's that bad. And the only gold card I really wanted to unlock, I don't even know how many Dragon Crystals I need in order to unlock him. I'm talking about Classic Smoke. He's pretty decent because of the speed. I don't really care about the haste. There is no other cameo in the game that has speed on Special 1. So yeah, I don't know how many Dragon Crystals I need in order to do that. It's getting crazy. Not to mention fusions. Fusions are horrible. So yeah, I never saw this because in the beginning I was just using Classic Sub-Zero and I felt that's good for me. I mean, I believe still he's still decent, but if you try to dive deeper and you say to yourself, all right, it is time now to, okay, I wanna get some cameos. I wanna get as many cameos as I can. I wanna experiment. At a certain point, you're like, all right, this is impossible, and it shouldn't be. After all, cameos are just an addition to the real gameplay. They're not really the real gameplay, so they should be easier to obtain, at least in my opinion, or at least easier to fuse. Anyways, guys, this is going to be my opinion on this matter. Please let me know what you think down below in the comment section, and see you in the next one. Take care.